What's up, fellow humans of the universe? I'm Ethan, a professional filmmaker, and this is the second video in my series Filmmaking 101, where we're going to cover all the basics of making movie magic. This video will be all about camera shots and angles. If you're looking for composition tips like the rule of thirds, check out the last video in the series. Okay, let's get to it. Close-up, medium shot, full shot, establishing shot, over-the-shoulder shot, POV, high angle, low angle, Dutch angle, handheld, pan, tilt. Whew! And that's only some of the terms we're going over today. But don't despair, future filmmakers. You'll know them all like the back of my hand by the time we're done. Let's start with number one, the close-up. It's been used countless times for famous lines like this.
Hello there.
And sadly for lines like this.
Don't make me kill you.
It's also pretty straightforward. Basically, use it when you want to bring attention to the subject, especially for a special line or a reaction shot, which, bonus tip here, reaction shots are just what they sound like. A quick close-up showing a character's expressive reaction to a line or action. We also have the extreme close-up. This shot is exactly what you think. Just like the close-up, it's used to bring attention to the subject, but in an even more extreme way, as the name suggests. Moving out a bit, we have number two, the medium or mid shot. Similar to the close-up, but shows a bit more. Between the two, we have the medium close shot. Moving further out, we have number three, the full shot, which shows someone from head to toe, or head to tail. Now, let's zoom all the way out to number four, the establishing shot, which is usually shown at the start of a scene to give the audience an idea of where the setting is. This can be anything from a building to the beach or a series of shots giving us a sense of location. Alrighty, time to move into the scenes themselves to see one of film's most used shots. Number five, the over-the-shoulder shot, which we use in dialogue to show two characters talking to each other, and unlike a close-up or medium shot, we get to see both of them at once. You can also use focus and composition like we talked about in previous episodes to control the audience's eyes during these shots. Remember the rule of thirds from our last video? Notice how it's being used here in this shot. Okay, let's take it a step further into number six, the point of view or POV shot. These are done from the perspective of the subject as though we're looking through their eyes. It really helps us make the audience feel like they're actually the character at the moment. You can take this a step further by making it a handheld shot, where unlike a typical Steadicam or tripod shot, we get an organic unease, which is often used to show moments of tension or anxiety. It's a staple in horror and thriller films. Or that. Whatever that was. Next up, we have number seven, the cutaway shot, which is typically used to show something important, like an item or prop that's essential to the plot, aka a close-up for MacGuffins, which we'll go over in a later video. For now, let's look up to number eight, the low angle shot, which is exactly what it sounds like. Put the camera down near the ground and point up. We often use this to show some form of strength. See how when the camera looks up to a character, they seem bigger and more in charge? But when looking down at somebody, they appear small and meek. It's number nine, and it's the high angle shot. It's literally the opposite of the last one, and it's mostly used to show a height or power differential. Okay, we've seen up and down for number 10, the Dutch angle shot, which is used kind of similarly to handheld shots, and that it's mostly used to create some form of unease, although it's often to go for a more eerie feel. Ironically enough, this term came from Germany, because reasons. Next up, we have moving shots, like number 11, the pan, a horizontal camera movement, and number 12, the tilt, a vertical camera movement, which is often used in tandem with a low or high angle shot. We also have number 13, the tracking shot, which is when we follow our subject throughout their movements. It's really useful when trying to go for a one shot, where there aren't any cuts at all. Supposedly. Nice try, Hitchcock.
Who are you calling?
The garage.
And the last thing we'll go over today is something you already know pretty well. Number 14, the zoom, which maybe doesn't technically fit on the list, but it's also so important that I wouldn't feel right leaving it out either. Okay, These were 14 basic shots and angles to help get you started on your filmmaking journey. There are plenty more, and we might go over them in a later episode of this series, but getting comfortable with the ones we went over today is key because they'll be your bread and butter as you shoot, and this video will be here as a reference whenever you need to come back to it. If this video helped you out and you have any aspiring filmmaking friends, make sure to share the love with them and send them a link to the series. You can also hit me up on Twitter and Discord. And don't forget, there are new videos dropping twice a week, helping you master filmmaking and storytelling. So check back in soon. Until next time, peace. A POV, high angle, low angle, Dutch angle. Bro, there's so many words. You can take this a step further by making it a handheld. Words, dude, what are they? Oh, I was supposed to, yeah, that's definitely not the line. Okay, let's start with number 1, the close-up. Hello, train, we meet again. I can wait. It's fine. Blah, 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 blah.